Scott Robertson has just learned one of the toughest lessons as a head coach. The All Blacks boss is dealing with the aftermath of Leon MacDonald's departure, a move that came after some pretty intense and robust discussions within the team. MacDonald became the first casualty of what some are saying is a backroom staff that's just too crowded with big voices. If you are a fan of the All Blacks, write "Go All Blacks" in the comments and subscribe to the channel. We all know that being the head coach of a team like the All Blacks or the Springboks is no easy feat. The pressure is immense, and every decision is scrutinized under a microscope. Right now, Robertson might still be settling into his role, but the recent loss to Argentina in Wellington is a stark reminder that not everything is smooth sailing. Even with a big win at Eden Park, fans and critics alike have long memories, and they won't forget that stumble anytime soon. Rassie Erasmus, who'll be facing off against Robertson in the next 2 tests, understands this pressure all too well. He knows that the love of the public can quickly turn into frustration if the results don't go their way. Robertson is clearly aware of this too, and while it's not something that'll be openly admitted, it's likely a big reason behind the tough conversations that led to MacDonald stepping down. It's not unusual for a high-stakes environment like the All Blacks coaching team to see staff turnover. We saw it during Ian Foster's time, where the coaching team went through some serious changes. And now, with Robertson at the helm, the challenge is even bigger. He's been given a strong team, but as we're seeing, having too many experts might just be too much of a good thing. Robertson was given the resources to build a dream team, pulling in top talent from around New Zealand rugby. He brought in MacDonald from the Blues, Jason Holland from the Hurricanes, and kept Jason Ryan, who's been his right-hand man for years. Plus, there's Sir Wayne Smith providing support, and others like Scott Hansen and Tamati Ellison adding to the mix. With all these big names, it's a lot for Robertson to manage. But as much as the size of the team is a factor, it's the size of the personalities that really matters. MacDonald and Holland were both head coaches at Super Rugby franchises before joining Robertson. Add to that Hansen, who isn't shy about sharing his opinions, and you've got a recipe for some serious headbutting. Robertson and New Zealand Rugby wanted the best of the best to lead the All Blacks back to the top. But this situation with MacDonald shows that even the best minds don't always work well together. Robertson knew what he was getting into when he hired these coaches, but the challenge of managing their personalities might have caught him off guard. In a recent press conference, Robertson hinted that their coaching philosophies just didn't align. It wasn't a situation anyone wanted, but ultimately, they decided it was best for the All Blacks to part ways now rather than letting things fester. The fact is, coaching at the international level is a whole different game compared to club rugby. Robertson is still learning the ropes, and with that comes the likelihood of making some mistakes and clashing with his assistants. The key is for him to learn from these experiences and grow as a coach. With MacDonald out, Scott Hansen and Tamati Ellison will be stepping up for the rest of the season. Robertson now has the chance to reassess and maybe even take a page from Rassie Erasmus's book by giving a younger coach like Ellison a bigger role. But one thing's for sure, he'll want to avoid the kind of coaching carousel that Eddie Jones has become known for. Before we wrap up, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any All Blacks updates. We're going to be covering all the latest news, and trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. So, what do you think about this whole situation? Do you think Robertson's got what it takes to handle the pressure and lead the All Blacks to glory? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear what you have to say.